Just about to be called in though. I said they are racing away. The SG Fencing Beginner's Chase over 3 miles and a furlong. Racing towards the first of 18 this time. And leaving the ground first will be Fair Point on the inside from Hennessy, touching down in second. They race on clear from Blue Gun and Mendo. And then Tamadot. He's racing with Miz and Raven. And Mendo walked through that fence and has gone. Didn't take off at all. Gave Tom Siddle absolutely no chance of the open ditch. Mendo continues riderless. So Tom Siddle's all right, but absolutely no chance there. Mendo didn't take off at all. So turning back towards home, it's Hennessy under Paddy Brennan who leads up from Fair Point. And then Blue Gun and Tamadot, followed by Miz and Raven and Spin the Gin. And the back marker is Push the Port. Racing now back towards the couple of plain fences in the home straight. It's Fair Point, the leader from Hennessy. From then landing in third, Tamadot with a white cap. And his stablemate Blue Gun close in behind. Miz and Raven to the outside on the Shameless Durack in the red and yellow. And Spin the Gin in the pale male colours. The back mark of the red capped Push the Port. That'll be the last of another couple of circuits time. And it's Hennessy who leads up as the rain now begins to fall here at Folkestone. From Fair Point in second and Tamadot in third. Blue Gun there running in fourth. From Miz and Raven back in fifth. And then Spin the Gin and Push the Port, the back marker. Turning right-handed then towards the next plain one. That's number 5. Fair Point and Paul Maloney. Slowed up going into that one, was comprehensively out-jumped by Hennessy. So Hennessy going on again from Fair Point. Tamadot and Blue Gun. And then Miz and Raven. A few lengths back to Push the Port and then Spin the Gin. At the next, defence number 6. Fair Point. Former point-to-point winner. Loose horse just pestering there, Hennessy. Luckily just about stayed out the way as Fair Point landed in the lead. From Tamadot and Hennessy in second and third. And then Blue Gun and Miz and Raven. They're showing up fourth and fifth. At 5 lengths away to Spin the Gin, then Push the Port. Over that next one, they're all safely over. Fair Point will race down towards fence number 8 with the lead over Tamadot. And Hennessy running down the centre of the track. And Tamadot came through to lead at that one. Went on for the first time, Tamadot under Tom O'Brien. From Fair Point and Hennessy. So they clear the open ditch now, in which we lost Mendo a circuit ago. No trouble this time round though. That's Tamadot who now leads. Going out of the back. There's still over a circuit left to travel. Hennessy and Fair Point. Second and third. Then Miz and Raven. And Blue Gun, former point-to-point winner, and making his chasing debut today. Spin the Gin still sharing out last placing with Push the Port. Turning towards home then. There's a couple of plain fences again. Fences 10 and 11. Next time round will be the time it matters. It's Tamadot from Fair Point and Hennessy in third. At fence number 10 this time round with Tamadot the leader. 2 lengths clear from Hennessy and Fair Point. And then Blue Gun with Miz and Raven next. And then Spin the Gin and Push the Port. This will be the last next time. Tamadot landing over clear. From Hennessy and Fair Point as they come up past us with 1 circuit left to travel. And the SG Fencing Beginner's Chase. Tamadot the leader by 2 lengths. To Hennessy on the outside of Fair Point. Another couple of lengths back to Blue Gun, who's still racing with Miz and Raven. And then 2 more lengths further away to Spin the Gin and Push the Port. So they have now racing inside the final mile or so of the journey. The lead still with Tamadot approaching fence number 12. A length and a half clear from Hennessy. And then Fair Point over that one. On the inside, Blue Gun made a slight mistake. Got in a little bit too tight for Richard Johnson's liking. Miz and Raven now just moving past it briefly. And then Spin the Gin and Push the Port. Coming down towards the next. This will be the 13th. It'll be 6 out. And it's Tamadot from Hennessy and Fair Point. These still the leading 3. by a couple of lengths ahead of Blue Gun, who's running in fourth, and then Miss and Raven and Spin the Gin and Push the Port over that next plain one, over which it was Tamadot. He's jumping well out on his chasing debut here, by a length to Fair Point and Hennessy in second and third. And then still in fourth place in Blue Gun, biding by his challenge there, Richard Johnson is happy to pop this one away really over the first 10 or so fences, and still once again settled in fourth there from Miz and Raven and Push the Port. And then came Spin the Gin towards the middle fence down the far side in the final time. Tamadot the leader from Fair Point and Hennessy. A bad mistake from Push the Port. He really rooted that one. He's last of all as they jumped the final open ditch. 3 out, and Fair Point that time made a mistake when he was back in third. Miz and Raven's now taken fourth. Blue Gun is then back in fifth placing as they're about to turn back towards home, and it's Tamadot who still leads up. Tamadot in front from Hennessy in second. Fair Point has been driven along back in third. Likewise Miz and Raven, and Blue Gun's under a deal of pressure back in fifth. Now looking to pick up as the leading 5 have pulled a long way clear of the other pair. It's Tamadot who leads up by about 3 parts of a length from Hennessy. Blue Gun is now improving on the inside there to lay down his challenge as they sweep back towards home. Tamadot the leader from Hennessy. Fair Point and Blue Gun over to second from home. It was Tamadot who landed in the lead from Hennessy. Then Blue Gun on the inside who's trying to pick these up. Then Fair Point back in fourth and Miz and Raven in fifth. A few of the chances at the final fence. Hennessy with the yellow sleeves. White cap of Tamadot. They land together. Blue Gun not picking up on the inside. Fair Point now third as Hennessy landed running over the final fence. Has a half-length lead over Tamadot. Then Fair Point in third. And it's Hennessy for Carl Llewellyn and Paddy Brennan. Hennessy's going to win the beginner's chase. Hennessy the winner, tight for second Fair Point, and Tamadot. Blue Gun was only fourth in the end, and then Miss and Raven in fifth.